Hi everyone, it's Alan here. Happy Sunday morning. I like Sunday mornings. There's actually a breeze coming through here. It rained last night in Portland, thunderstorms, severe weather alerts on the TV and on my phone. I like the rain. It washes memories off the sidewalk of life. As you can tell, I'm in a good mood. I like Sundays. I watch a lot of news. I watch CBS Sunday mornings. I've been watching that for decades. Since I was a wee lad with Charles Kuralt. Anyone remember him? And you can tell by the thumbnail. I had fun creating that thumbnail, by the way. But I've been doing some painting, listening to James, and reading it on my Kindle when I'm not painting. I listen to I have record albums over there, and I've been listening to some old jazz lately. Oscar Peterson, I have some Dave Brubeck Quartet. My father's old albums that have been across the country for decades in cars via the United States Postal Service, and there's no scratches on them. It's amazing. Those old records are thick. Anyway, I want to chat with you this morning about Monday Night Live and some of our recent guests and some of our upcoming guests to look forward to. We get generally we receive about 150 to 175 views, no matter who the guest is, unless the guest is like MJ, Ali, or Steve Donahue. I just recently peeked his last appearance on the show. St. Donahue's received 480 views, so it's fun. We're gonna have, we're coming up on our second year anniversary, Greg and I, and it's went by fast, and we've had a lot of fun. I call it my hobby. Greg calls it his pub night, and it's interesting to me. I have a playlist on all of the lives and other shows and interviews, and I have our first one. It's funny. We're still talking about the same old shite: cats, dogs, food. We get around to books sometimes. It's Garb August, so Greg's really heavily into Garb August. I've got a couple picks, and the one I've been threatening to read, the Sex Lives or Secret Sex Lives of the Angels. It's like a political book. They say it's Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code mixed with the Kama Sutra. Unfortunately, there's no pictures. Brian Bruce at Bookish has a book coming out. You can pre-order it now on Amazon. It's about World War II. It's called MacArthur's Bloody Butchers. And he's going to be on the show tomorrow, our usual time. And it promises to be a great show. We're going to talk about books, Brian's book. It's a second publication, by the way. Writing, fiction, nonfiction. Brian's short story. He had one that appeared with me. I had poems in it. Stygian Society. That was earlier this year. What else? We'll talk about politics. I've been watching a lot of Trump videos and commentary, so you don't have to. But then after Brian, we have Angelia at Read and Reread down in Corpus Christi. Talk a lot about food, talk about the weather, uh, talk about some new books. She and I are going to buddy read a new book probably next year. It's going to be the year buddy reads for me. I'm already setting them up and getting people book chat with Pat to pick out a new book for us to buddy read. So after Angelia, we have Christina, and these are all. Angelia's been on before. Christina has been on before. She's at Knitting Books, etc. And that will be at a special time because she's. I forget where she is exactly. I think Poland, if I believe. And then Greg and I are taking one day off a month now because we deserve it. We're taking September 9th off. September 16th, we have James at Quaint and Curious Volumes. Maybe we can get James to bring his banjo out. I'll get my guitar and we'll have a little jam. Maybe. 9/23, we have Dave at Book Blather. Now, Dave, he had to get a schedule. He had to talk to the boss about the scheduling. So I said, okay, go ahead and see what your wife has going on. I thought, oh, no, he meant Olive. So he's going to get with Olive and see what's going on. Dave will be here at 9/23. 9/30, September 30th, we have Elizabeth again from Bookings and Books. Now, Greg and Elizabeth are doing a September read-along about art and books, and I'll be reading this Vincent van Gogh letters. And I have some other art books over here, and I might do some paintings and show you. Then in October, we have the Mild Rumpus, and we've been trying to get the Mild Rumpus on for some time. Trying to nail him down, trying to book him. You know, he's busy in New York City. He lives in Tribeca. I've never been to New York City, although I long to. I really love theater. I love off-Broadway, you know, the Obie winners. I remember when Sam Shepard was writing for off-Broadway, Buried Child and True West. Man. Let's see, after Mild Rumpus, we have Shannon at Shannon's channel, another musician. I like Shannon a lot. She's been on before. And we're going to talk about cancel culture a bit. Shannon wants to talk about, now, she and I buddy read some Alice Munro a year or two ago, and I really like Alice Munro. I like short story writers and writing short stories, and Shannon does too. But now with there's a new article about, you know, her daughter and being abused by her stepfather, and apparently Alice Munro let it go on, and that. So we're going to talk about that. I am a Woody Allen fan, and I had been all my life. I acted and played against Sam. I played Dick Christie, read all his books, seen all his movies. But, you know, he's been canceled, and I don't talk about Woody Allen. After Shannon, we have the schedules open. Now, I've been trying to get Courtney at Tangible Reads back on again, because when she was on, my camera went out, my signal, and I wasn't able to appear with her. So we need to get Courtney back on again. And if you'd like to appear on the show, don't be shy. Make a comment. You know, I'll reply back to you. We'll get you on the show. We like to support small booktubers here, so you know it's not all MJs and Ali and Steve Donahue. We support smaller channels too. I've got a small channel. You know, I've been pushing 950 subscribers for a month and a half. It goes up to 930, then back down again. Anyway, I'd like to have an election night show, maybe open mic show with Greg and I in November. So have that coming up. We've got October coming up in October, so we'll have discussions about that. Halloween show will be excellent. You know, last year I was able to go visit Greg, and we went to Edgar Allan Poe's grave, went to the museum. It was really cool. Guided tour. What else? Hung out in Baltimore and went to Richmond too. Now, I won't be able to make it this October, I don't believe, but someday I'll be back in Virginia and D.C. with Hannah. Go visit Hannah. That'd be great to do a show from D.C. in November, wouldn't it? Well, try to make that happen. Okay, it's great chatting with you. I hope to hear some comments and make it a great Sunday. All right, talk to you later.